Sorry, I had to turn down the radio. It's kind of loud. So today's show, I think you're going to like it because we never do this on today's show or on the show. We never do it on today's show because it hasn't happened yet. Where should I put this guy? Hi, Carla. Oh, that looks really good. So today's show is sponsored by Jesse James Beads. JesseJamesBeads.com. Are you there? Are you there? Come in, Jesse James Beads. You know what? While we were waiting for people to join us, I was like, I'm gonna just like make myself a pair of earrings because look at these. And we got these on our trip, especially for you guys. It's the Mandrel Sass Cat Charm coming in at you at $1.99 a charm. How cute are these? Look at these. Aww. Makes me think of that Disney song, like, we are Siamese, if you please. Get her some more coffee. So anyway, these are like these little cat earrings. And I was thinking, like, while we're waiting for people to get logged in and come say hi and, like, whatever, I was like, make myself some earrings. And Sarah, I just realized I forgot to send you links to, like, what I was using in today's show. Because this little package of goodies just is hot off the press. I'm just using, Jesse James Beads has the Beadalon balled ear wires that I'm just going to attach like so. Look at that little earring. Hi, Beth McCourt. Will I see you on Saturday? Hi, Lynn. Lynn says she loves the cats. They're cool because it's like, ooh, what's that silhouette shape? And then you're like, oh, it's like a little kitty. These are good. So, my little, what are you guys laughing? Hi, LaDonna. Oh, she said she just got done painting some embroidery hoops. Oh, let's see. I got one more earring to finish up. So on today's show, we're going to make some rings. And honestly, like, the last time I went to teach rings was with some high school kids. And really, their rings ended up looking better than mine. So I was like, well, if we're going to make rings, I probably should brush up on it and watch a couple tutorials on YouTube. And so I did, just to get some different perspectives on, like, making wire rings. Look at these guys, so cute. They're really cute for $1.99 a piece. That's good. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, rings. I'm not saying I'm like the best person to show you how to do wire working, but I know just enough to be dangerous. So, hi, Sandy. Sandy, I sent Sarah your note about talking about boho beads and your designs. So nice. Thanks for the nice note. We love hearing from you. And I'm sticking Sarah. Sarah's here. Here you are. Hi, Sarah. Did you get that cactus reference in the description, Sarah? I think you should post a picture of your Halloween costume, Sarah, so we can all see it over here. Hi, Donna Hunt. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Carla. Anita. Hi, Joan. Deb, good morning, even though it's 2:30 in the afternoon here. Hi, Donna Dove. Hi, Christine. Valerie. Hello, everybody. Oh, my gosh, so good. So Sarah's going to post you a picture of her Halloween costume, okay? So anyway, when it comes to rings, like, honestly, like it can be a little scary when you're getting into wire wrapping because you can burn up a little bit of wire. But honestly, I think it's totally normal. If you talk to any wire worker, they're going to tell you that you use a lot of wire when you're making rings and learning to make rings. So it's probably good to start out with a kind of just a basic 20 gauge. I had Sarah send me some wire. So I'm confirming 20 gauge. And they sell this in brass and silver. And this, it's just good stuff. This is artistic wire. It's got a nice coating on it, so it's not going to nick and chip really easy. So when I was experimenting with ring making, You're also going to need a mandrel. I wish you didn't, but you do. You need a mandrel. And this is like this really great, they have this on the Jesse James Beads site. Super easy. It's the Beadalon ring mandrel. It's a shorty. But the cool thing about ring mandrels is all down the side is the sizes. So like I wear a size 5, 5.5 on my ring finger. So that's what I used to sort of get my, when you start wrapping, that's what you want to start with. So most of the rings that you find on YouTube use really tiny beads. I like hopped around and yeah, here we go. Jesse James is putting up the links to the products as we go because I know a lot of you like to just know exactly what I'm using and whatever. So thanks Jesse James and Sarah for just popping those links up. Oh, Melanie, that's fun. Did you see that, Sarah? So mine too, Kim Newman. This is even my favorite color. It's the basic tarnish resistant brass. It's my favorite. So anyway, most of the rings look like this that you find on YouTube. They're just like really basic, wrapped around, and they've got like this whole extra wrapping below the bead or on the side of the bead. You can use small beads. I tend to have a really chunky look, so I use bigger beads. This one I made with 20 gauge wire. This one I bumped it up to 18 because I was like, I don't know. I just like, once I wrapped it around, I was like, that's cool, but that looks like everybody else's rings that they make. So then I made another one, and this one I just used 18 gauge, and I just started wrapping that wire wherever I wanted it to go. So to give it sort of like a, what do you guys think of this? Like, I kind of love it, this sort of abstract look. So it's really the world is your oyster when it comes to making rings. But everybody makes them like this, I noticed on YouTube. So, you know what? It's your ring. Wrap it like you want. All right, so let's see. What was I going to show you? Oh, I know what I was going to show you. So I'm really excited about these. I had no idea. This is, these are new. And these also come from our trip to the other side of the world. I just want to show you these. And Sarah's selling them just like this. We've got the pop art pinwheel. And we've got another like radiant sun. Look at this one. Beautiful for fall. And then this was my pick. This was the Aztec one. Shocker. I love that pattern. It really is. Thank you, Jesse James Beads. Sarah says that my Aztec pattern is off the chain. I tried real hard, Sarah. So anyway, the thing that makes these pattern and printed beads special, and this is only the beginning on these, is we actually selected the special patterns and the prints that are on these beads. These didn't just come like this. We went through a lot of different little pictures to look for the kinds of things that we wanted printed on the beads. So these are really unique and special to Jesse James Beads. I'm really proud of these. This is one that I believe I had to like, I really, really wanted this one also. Do you remember this one, Sarah? I love calico and vintage fabrics. So this is printed on shell and printed on white turquoise. So anyway, that's what makes these little printed beads special. So the one, I'm watching the clock. It's 2:38. I want to show you how to make this ring. And then I talked about these earrings like at the beginning of the show, but there's also, it's like all about print and graphics in today's show. But Sarah sent me samples of all of these new charms, and I just want to pull out a couple before we get going of my favorites. So I was also fooling around just with, look at these guys. Little printed owls. These are on antique brass finish. They come with the little bail. So those are new to the site. Oh, mother of pearl. I got to show you those beads too. So I wanted to put that little guy on because he's just like so dang cute. But see how simple it is to make like little presents. Like how long did it take me to make these earrings? And then now I've got my little owl necklace on. And then these rabbits. And then if we have more time at the end of the show, I'll show you some more. But you guys, like these rabbits, they're only $2.99. And the detail in them is gorgeous. Look at these. These are like the same like earring scale. but they're really, really, really cute and vintagey, and just, if you have little girls in your life, I think they're gonna love them. Or if you are a kid at heart and really love that fairy tale style, I think you need some. Okay, so now pray for me as I try to make a wire wrapped ring, because I feel like my success rate is like one good, one in the scrap pile. One is good, one in the scrap pile. So you can, let me grab my Aztec beads because they're my favorite. Or should I do a Radiant Sun one? I'll put these out. I like these thicker beads for this wire wrap rings because they're more sturdy. But you can use glass and whatever. I've got a whole tray of good things from Jesse James Beads to show you. I forgot to pull out the new colors. They came out with new color blends this week. And if we have time, I think we should make some earrings with this Dusty Rose and the bunnies. Don't you think? Dusty Rose and the bunnies. Okay, Sarah wants a Radiant Sun. Here comes the sun. Okay, here we go. You ready? Sarah, I put up some pink pinwheels because I felt like they matched the Jesse James logo. Do you like them? It's a party here today. Okay, there we go. How about that? That's pretty good. Okay, so if you have any rings actually that have become a little bit misshapen, it's a good tip just to even slide them on a ring mandrel and kind of try to pull them down. You can also use a plastic like mallet to tap the kinks of them out. So this is just like one more use for this tool before I forget to tell you. I use mine a lot for that. I'm going to take my extra ring off here so that I can really crank down on things. So I think the whole thing about when you're making rings is it takes a lot of wire. The cool thing about this is it comes with about 10 yards on the spool. And I noticed in a lot of the videos they say you need like 15 inches, but I'm sure I'm using more like 2 feet. So the first thing you're going to do is find like what size you want to make your ring. So you've got like size 5, size 6, size 7. And I think like, well, creativity in general, isn't it always like you make it the way someone tells you to make it, and then it's like a meatloaf recipe where maybe you want more salt, maybe you want more vinegar, maybe you want more whatever in it, and you come up with your own deal. For me, the way that I found that the freeform ring worked the best is to start the project in the middle of your wire. And because I wear a size 5, 5.5, I'm making this just shy of a size 6. Okay, because you're going to wrap around your ring shank, and you're going to lose diameter of your ring. Honestly, once you make a couple of these, you'll be like, okay, you know, like I get it. And then what I did is, because I wasn't crazy, if you look at this one, it only has 2 wraps for the shank. I ended up wrapping this around a few times for my initial base. See how that wire goes all the way around a few times? And I really liked how chunky that made my ring. The other thing you're going to find is these things spring open a little bit as the wire springs open. So you kind of need to hold it really secure while you're working. So I have something like this. Does that make sense, everybody? Don't put vinegar in your meatloaf, Valerie. I don't even know why that word came to my mind. But I guess my dad puts ketchup in his. Is ketchup normal? I feel like ketchup might be normal. So then what I do is I kind of cross the wires a little bit more than I need them to be. And you guys, this is like kind of this little thing that I made up myself. I'm not saying this is like proper, but then you're going to grab the sides, just one side, and pull that up. And then I'm going to string the bead onto this other side. Okay. Radiant Sunshine coming right up. I like the ones that you can see the turquoise through it, so it has that really like layered look. Melanie, I don't know. It's like do as I say, not as I do. So sometimes you have to wiggle that guy on because this is 18 gauge wire, so it's a little bit thicker. But then I think it just went right into place. And then what I did was I kind of held this with my pliers. Always use the kind of pliers that you want to get think about what shape you want to get and then use the appropriate pliers. So these are going to give me more of a square edge. So then I just used that. Sorry, I just blocked that, but I held onto it with my pliers and then I used that to bend it down and kind of wiggle it into place. Just like that. And that kind of gives me a little bit of my framework. And then this guy, and this is pretty basic, this guy gets wrapped below the bead a couple times. And you just want to kind of hold everything really as securely as you can. Just wrap below it, and that anchors the first section. And you want to, if things get off center, you want to just kind of scoot it back into place. And then I need to double check what I did with my other wire. It's hard to say at that point. But sometimes in the YouTube videos, they take both wires and they spin them. They just crank this around and they spin them in the same direction, which you can do that too. But for this one, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish and just take this guy on down and bring it back up. And then we're going to poke it through that first crank. So this is like, honestly, this is like free-form wire wrapping at its finest. Aaron, he puts the bead on first. They said you can put in the YouTube videos. I noticed some people, it's really a matter of preference. Some people prefer to put the bead on first. Some people put it on after they get it formed. It's like personal preference. Okay, so now we've got a total like twister. But the next thing that's kind of tricky about wire wrapping is you need to start securing these things to something. I like a little bit of a heavy mess below the bead. So I'm going to wrap that to the point where I only have like, see what I just did? I only have like maybe 4 or 5 inches right here. Now this guy's secure. See, he can't get out. So now I can take him up over the top. You see what I'm saying? And you can poke them now through these sides. The hardest part about this though is you want to be really gradual in your movements, like be really gentle and try to thread the wire through where it can't escape and go under the bead. This makes more sense when you're actually doing it. But think of it like if you were wire wrapping a pendant or something like that where you I just read Gerald's thing, don't poke your eye out, seriously. But you want to be really gradual because you don't want to get major kinks in your wire. Okay, so be really gentle, take it easy, and think about where that wire is going to catch and go under. The other thing, it's so true, Kim, there's no right or wrong way, but you want to kind of crisscross those wires up and over the place. The other thing that I'm not at my home studio, but you might want to get yourself some nylon jawed pliers, because if you get kinks in your wire, you can use nylon jawed pliers to pull out the wire, and that will straighten it back up. It will also harden it, okay? So anyway, that is the hardest part. When you're trying to like teach someone through a camera and you're trying to hold on to it, but see, I'm kind of going back over the top and I'm just gonna anchor the wire with my finger, wrap it over the top and then back under. See how I'm just threading it through? But this is how you start to get all those loops and those cute, like the character really comes to life with the ring. And you're entrapping, essentially, see what's happening. I'm going to show you this side. You're entrapping your bead. Okay? Now, at this point, everything's locked and loaded, so I'm going to take it off the mandrel so I can get a better grip on things. Carla, you got to consider the source. She says, man, that looks like a hot mess, but what did she say? But it looks like it will be awesome. I feel actually better about this one than the first one I made. But I just like to, like, at this point, once the ring is secure, this part isn't going to come undone. It's home free at this point. You just want to leave this guy for the very end to do the finishing. So now we can go up And I'm going to go over one more time. But, you know, I've always been better at like free-form wire wrapping than I have at like the style that Wyatt can do. Wyatt White, he's like a major wire wrapper. I kind of like the more messy wrapped loops, all of that. Like these are way more, for me, these are way more fun to make because there's just, you can't, like, it's unintentional intention. Is that a phrase? Oh. Christine Mears says, Diane Ritter up at Taylor's Falls taught her to put the mandrel between her knees so that you have both hands to wrap your wire. That's good. For me, that sounds like the other thigh master. Like, remember Suzanne Summers with her thigh master? Like, holding that mandrel between my knees might burn some calories. And then, so now, when you get it to the end, I know this is hard to see, you guys, but when you get it to the end, you're going to start using your tools a little bit more and start wrapping the wire around the sides of your ring. And I'll show you details of this like when I'm done. So I just like thread a little bit of wire through and then I wrap it down and around. And don't worry if the top wires of your ring are a little loose because you can do that trick with your pliers where you make a little bend in it to tighten it up. Deb, it looks good for Candy, but not me. It's like my messy look. If you don't like messy, this isn't for you. Which most wire workers are pretty clean and tidy. But I just wanted to show you my little ring. We like wearing big party rings, and this is definitely a big party ring. I thought it looked pretty good with my other ring. Okay, so then once you get your coil up here done, see how I just coiled that wire up the side? Then you want to use your pliers to make sure you tuck it in. And you might need to use like a little file or something to wrap in the rest of your, I'm going to just wrap this one around two sides. So you might want to use a file to round off the end of your wire, or you can use like a cup burr if you have cup burrs. But you just need to get these final sides coiled up. No stringing really on today's show. Can you believe it? Kathy says Wyatt is too much precision for me. It's one of those things, like once I saw him do it, I was like, oh, I kind of get it, but I don't know if people like me can do work like that. I'm a hot mess myself, Kathy. So I'm just threading that around, and these little coils are just like, they're what frame up the rest of the sides of your ring. Hi, Kathy. Welcome to the wire wrapped ring show. And then in a minute, we're going to make some earrings with those white rabbits. You guys, I've been thinking more about the handmade challenge, like surprising our friends and family and random strangers with presents, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, see, there we go. Now, there we go. See how? And then now that little bit of work on the side, my little tornado work on the side, okay? Let me slide it back on the mandrel. If this all got crazy, thank you. If this all got crazy, then you're gonna put it back on to your ring mandrel to make it perfectly circular again. I did say rabbits, Christine. Oh. Okay, then I don't really want to do this because I really like the way it looks, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But if you do have like little loose spots that you need to tighten up, you can come in and make little twists. I'm trying to show you that with it. See how I just twisted that up right there to tighten it up. So you can come on top and you can make a twist there. See how I'm starting to twist those up? Let's see where else I can twist. This one didn't really need to, but you can, just really changed the look by putting these, see what I know it's hard to show you, but I'm just putting these little waves in to tighten up the wire. Oops, I think I meant to go the other way on that one. There we go. I'm gonna be careful when you do this. So now you've got these little waves. I kind of liked it more like wavy, more gradual waves, but I just wanted to show you in case you have like some big dips over top. Oh, good. Okay, so now let's see if this guy fits. Yep, it's good. So that's my like little funky artsy rings. I still like my boho one. Let's see, I'll put the other one on so you can see the difference. See the backs of them? Just like look really substantial with all these. Just little art rings. Funky wire wrapped rings. When you make jewelry with kids, they always want to know, how do I make rings? So that's it. Thank you, Eileen. Okay, so now, kind of want to make some with these too. Look at these. I like these. So, printed beads. Sarah, did you put up links to the printed beads? I've been so busy talking. Shocker. I'm going to make some earrings. I'm just going to stand here for this part though. You guys, by the way, I found some new, see how I still am missing one handle for the middle of my desk? I found these feather handles at Target. Wouldn't those look nice on the middle handle to go with my arrows? I think it's gonna work. Christine Walker, I hadn't either. I did it a year ago with some teenagers. And it's just not something that I think wire working is one of those things like you either love it or you hate it. And also you have things that are your favorite things to make, like you love rings, you love earrings, you love necklaces, and usually you gravitate towards those, you know? So I just want to put some of these on little, where's the hole? These shell beads. Sarah, do you have links to the head pins? These are bald head pins. These are perfect for shell beads, okay? So because the bald head pins have skinnier, I'm gonna use these. I'm putting just some little spacer beads on. And I forgot to say that, I got so wrapped up in like my ring, but sometimes it's nice when you're making these rings to just put on some like chunky spacers on the sides, and that'll give you a little bit more finished look too. Keep us posted on if you guys make some arty rings, because like we like seeing what you make. So I just added a little spacer bead to this guy. This is going to be another one of those like little simple earring projects, but if you're making jewelry to sell and like you want some quick projects, these printed beads, like when we work the shows together, Sarah, don't you think the strands with the printed beads always sell like really fast because people are so mesmerized with this like graphic beads? Hi, Judy. Sarah, when is our next show? Are you going to Babe? We're going to Tucson. I'll be at CHA in January with Beadalon, but where are you going to Babe? There we go. See, where's an ear wire? How fast was this? That's good. Let's take the cats out. Candy, that vintage floral is on shell. Did I say it's on turquoise? Oh. Sarah said she might go walk the Babe show, but maybe not exhibiting. The real Jessie James is here. Hi, Jessie. Girls, say hi to Jessie James. Jessie, what are you doing today? Okay, so let's see these. These are good. These cute. I love these beads, Sarah. These are good. Tucson. Sarah, what are the dates for Tucson? Jessie James Beads says, hi, Dad. I love it. Okay, so new colors this week. I'm super excited about these. Sarah, will you post links to the new colors? This one's my favorite, honestly, out of all of them. just because I love this like royal blue and gold look. This is the Grecian pack. But look at these like metal filigree beads. Look how beautiful those are. Oh my gosh, like so beautiful. These are good. Okay, and then this one, this clear crystal-y one, this one has some brand new cage beads in it. These are like almost like really, almost look like chandeliers. But then they also have these really special, you can barely see them, but they have really special etched glass in them. This is all brand new product that we found on our trip. So this is like what makes Jesse James beads like so special, because things are always changing. And you get a little baby tassel. Yeah, the navy is really good. It's got like cotton cord beads in it too. It's super special. And then this guy, Bohemian, these are my favorite in this one. Look at these. I remember finding these too. These are good. These like turquoise patina ones. Oh, look at that one. This is a good one. And these are the signature Jesse James beads. So this is the new Bohemian pack. And you can't see it. This is the back of it. But this is a big carved rose bead. And then the one I'm really excited about is this Dusty Rose pack. Because see these guys right here? Look at those little bead caps. So I'm going to dump this one out on my work. I'm going to move the graphic beads and dump this out. Someone remind me that I have 2 different earrings in before I leave the studio today. Because I'm worried I'm going to forget to put the cat bead back in. Oh, look at how many beads are in this little guy. Oh, good. Hi, Sharon. I can't wait to see you at CHA. And you and Angela. Look at this. Let me move my little tray out of the way. You guys want to see these up close? Hang on a second. Come on down. Look at these. I feel like my work lamp makes everything look yellow. There's a lot of beads in this pack, Sarah. Super vintage looking. So now, who said that? Kim Newman, did you say that? So now, what I want to do is a little on-the-fly designing with these little sweet rabbits. Look at these. These look good in here. I'm going to turn my light back on. And when you're designing earrings, the thing you have to take into consideration is the weight of a bead and also how big it is. I mean, it's up to your style, but I try to keep the weight a little bit, especially when you're making jewelry to sell, as people are paying attention to that. These have some really great acrylic beads in. Nothing in this kit, like when I put like the handfuls of beads together, nothing is too heavy so far. So we've got our focals. Look at these little, these are like little briolette beads. See, it's hard, but see the holes kind of at the top. I'm holding my microphone cord out of the way. There's several briolettes in this guy. Here's some more. But I really want to use these. Let's see what we got here. What if we did these, and then some of these guys? Is that too much? Too much? With the big, with the big brown sparkly beads? Poor girl can't help herself. We could also put these in the middle of them. No, we can't. How about these? These might not be bad. And then there's some little shells. Oh, look at these guys. Little vintage metal. Those look cute. Look at these. Good. Yeah, Christine, they remind me of Alice in Wonderland too. Okay, so I'm going to put the camera back up. Let's make some earrings. 1, 2. Not that we've not already made like 1.5 pairs. All right, so now Sarah sent me some quick links. Like we could use some quick links with these too. I'm just going to kind of wing it. I'm going to switch back to the 20 gauge wire. Sarah, how much is the 20 gauge wire a spool? Let's find out how much this stuff is for 10 yards. I use it all the time, especially when you're making earrings like this where you want to connect a charm, you know? So I need some round nose pliers, and you're going to start with the end of your wire. Grab it with, I'm working about like here. I don't want a teeny tiny loop like we were making the other day. So roll that forward. I have exactly 10 minutes to make some earrings. So then we've got our little start of our loop. Now you're gonna free up some wire. The cool thing about this is you can make your bead stack as long as you want. And then go ahead and make another one, because I think it's kind of a drag to get through making one earring and realize you have to start from the beginning before. Kelly Sutton just said, is it wrong that I carried my tablet into the washroom so I don't miss anything? We don't judge around here. Kelly, nothing is weird around here. We're all weird. Oh, okay. So now take out the honkers. Okay. You don't think I should? Okay, so the first thing, it's especially like handy, like when you're working with charms, to just go ahead and attach the charm first. Because if you don't, you're going to make this beautiful bead stack, and then you're going to go to attach the charm. You're going to be like, oh, it's too tall. So go ahead and just open the loop from side to side and attach your charm like that. So now, I think if you're cleaning or whatever you're doing today, you got to do what you got to do, you know? So now, this is good. Oh my gosh, there's so many things that we can do with these. So look at this. In the kit comes these little brass flower beads. I always like to add one of those first, and then whatever you put on top of it is going to have a really finished look. So when we add that rondelle, see what it does? It frames up the bottom of your bead like so cute. And then we could just top it off with like a cute little brass bead cap and call it a day. But I love these. I could save these for like something else. I really like these plastic guys. They're hand dyed to match the Dusty Rose kit perfectly. See this? And then you can put these on top to make it really dreamy. And I'm just pulling in some things. How about some of these? These are gonna definitely be a little bit more dangly. Look at that. How about that? So fun. Make it just a little pyramid. I like to be portable and random. So now, you like these? Just with just the simple little, I mean, the subject matter here, right, is so quirky anyway that you might as well just take it home. You know what I mean? There's really, I think the more whimsical, the better. You could also do something like this kind of slows it down a little bit. But if you want, you can add, hang on a second. If you want to bring in more browns, try these guys. Put these back in. That little bit of sparkle. I kind of like that little bit of sparkle. And then add another one of the brass. This one, I do this a lot. And then, where's my little pearl? This guy. How about that? I kind of love that. That's pretty cute. Good? You like the second option? Yeah, you like the big brown bead? Me too. So making earrings is one of those things that's really up to the wearer. And I'll tell you, when I've made jewelry to sell, oh, that's pretty good. You don't have to like every little combination that you come up with when you're making earrings, because what I've found is just because you don't like it doesn't mean someone else might. Like, that doesn't mean everybody's going to not like it. So, yeah, Tammy Drennan feels like wait. Buy lots of JJB and make them all. Yes, I agree with Gerald. Okay, good. So we're going to leave it like this. Just going to make a 90-degree bend. Roll over the top. And then you want to do a wrapped loop. And you want to be careful that you don't crank down on this too hard, because you are going to smush that loop at the bottom closed. Okay? Yeah, good. I'm glad you guys like this. So then I have tools everywhere. Tools everywhere. And then use your chain nose pliers to tuck in that little wire. And then sometimes you have to grab the bottom of your loop and the top with the pliers to make sure everything hangs exactly like you want it to. All right? This is cute. This could be a great little pendant, you know? All right, so I'm gonna hurry up and make the other one so that I'm not walking around with two different earrings, and then I'm gonna put these on. Let's see how fast I can do this. I love the pave sparkle beads. I think anytime you can add sparkle to a design, it usually just brings it to like an extra life. You know what I did? I already forgot. I need to open my bottom loop to attach the rabbit. It's so dreary. It's like, oops, I grabbed the wrong rabbit. It's like day 3 of it being so dreary, and it's, I don't know, what do you guys do to combat all this like gray days? I went to the grocery store and I bought myself some orange juice drink. Does anybody else drink hot Tang? That's weird, right? It's like a powdery drink mix, Tang, but I like to drink it hot. It's a random fact about me. A little glisten wherever you go. Leave a little glisten. That's exactly what I say, Sarah James. It's why we get along. Pam, you eat, drink. I was gonna like do some work last night, and it was just like, I was like, I'm too cold and tired to do anything. So tonight I'm working late. Okay, now just gonna pry these little ear wires open, hang the earring, put it in your ear. Brenda, I think that's where I got it from. Or maybe it was somebody in college was like, I like to make hot Tang when we go camping. And I was like, hot Tang, that sounds nice. Friendship tea, I remember someone making a jar of that for us. Oh, good, Jan, I'm so glad. That's how you feel. So this is it. Look at these. I'm trying to come out of the light a little bit. How about these little guys? How cute are these? Little magical rabbits. You know what? These are addicting. You like them? Oh, good. They have pineapple Tang now, Miranda. Bev says I can come out to the farm and help decorate for the party. I can't wait to see it. These are good. I don't even have a Halloween costume ready. Honestly, like, how lame is that? I'm saving all my energy up for the Christmas spirit. So we made a lot of jewelry today. We made these artsy rings. If you're just tuning in, this is what we did on the first part of the show. If you've been watching, you know we just made some rabbity earrings. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to show you? There's all of these. Like, I'm just going to pull these out. I know there's a lot of people that love elephants. Oh, good. Okay, you're putting a link up to the charms. Thanks, Sarah. So look at these little elephants, little boho elephants. And then I showed you the owls. How much are the boho? Oh, the elephants are only $1.99 a piece. These guys are a little bigger. These are the Gobi desert pendants. I really love them. Really perfect. Look at these. Good for you, Jean. Oh, good, Carla. Tell me what you end up buying. These are the Gobi desert pendants. These are like the owl pendant that I just slapped on a ball chain. Look at that. And like you could put, Jessie James also has a bunch of baby tassels. You can just hang like one little baby tassel off of this necklace and it would be so cute. Like for presents, stocking stuffers, like whatever. The Gobi desert pendants are $3.99 each, but they're much bigger. See how big they are? Look at that. That looks good even on a neck ring, just like that. That'd be good. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, sugar skulls, $2.99 each. These are like little sugar skull charms. Karen and James and I sat there for a really long time while Sarah was next door petting the cage beads and picked out these sugar skulls. We picked out this style. Did we pick out 2 styles? I can't remember, but we thought long and hard about which sugar skulls to bring home for you guys. And you know what made us go with these? The flower eyes. These also have a nice surface, so if you want to use a little 2-part epoxy to drop in some crystals on the eyes, you totally could. I don't have any coupons, Carla Ellis. Sorry. If Sarah sends me one, I'll totally post it to the wall. Janine, you like the necklace I have on? I didn't make it. I just wanted it. Do you ever just want something? I was totally inspired by it. I think I'm going to do some memory wire chokers with big long tassels. Thank you. Look at these turtles. These would have made good earrings for my outfit today. These are good. They're a lot tinier. Turtles are $2.99, and they have a really cute, like, little, almost like a leopard print back, but it's tortoise for sure. But it's really cute. Gold color. Good gold color. Look at the detail on the underbelly. Can you see that? It's good. And then we have the Montana Knights. Oh, Montana Knight. I added the S. Montana Knights necklace or pendant. So this one is a lot more, it's kind of dark in here today because there's no sun. Oh, good. Wait, here's the coupon. Go Beads Go in all capitals. It says, if you're watching right now, we have 20% off your order of $50 or more. The code is Go Beads Go. So spend 50 bucks or more, and then you can use the code Go Beads Go in all capital letters for 20% off your entire order. That's a really, really, really good deal. Oh, look, everybody's happy. Carla Ellis, good, you saw it. Did Sarah send you the kitty cats? I didn't get the kitty cats. You know why? Because Sarah knows I'm not like a big, like I have dogs. So I got the rabbits and then the kind of like the Siamese kitty cats. But these Montana Night pendants are like, they look like stone, you guys. They're like navy with some brown in them. Really pretty. And then I showed you all those. And then, here, speaking of cats, you know what? I got these cats. Carla, cutie cats, they're called, and they are cute. They're like little ceramic guys. These are cute. I'll show you these. Look at these. Meow, meow, meow. People are gonna be like, she's losing it. No, they're like, she's selling them in 6-packs now, or Jesse James Beads is. They're selling 6 packs of beads. You can get 6 of these for $4.49. It's a good deal. And then, what else do we have? These guys, which are absolutely like one of my favorite, these opalescents. You can get a whole box of these for $3.99. And my camera is not going to do them justice, but these are like a pearlescent acrylic bead. They are great. They're a good size. So you can get, I'm glad you guys are laughing instead of like hanging up. So then, they've got a little facet to them and some pearlescent, and they're just beautiful. They'd be great earrings or just like as a focal, or even like what I've got going on here where it's like one big bead and then a bunch of chain hanging off of it, like for a tassel effect. These are good. Oh, good. She just put a link up to the cutie cats. Sarah, you come up with the best names. I'm wearing these rabbits the rest of the day. And then I showed you all these, like the vintage fabric shells, vintage floral. You can get a whole bunch of these for $4.99. Beautiful. Hi, Donna. We're glad you're working and watching. How much are these? Are these the same, Sarah? The Pop Art Pinwheel, $4.99. It was so funny because when we were picking out the prints to go on these, we each were standing over, it felt like there was probably 300 prints to look at. There probably weren't that many, but it felt like it. But we were all like, oh, I was like, okay, I want that one. And then it was like, okay, Karen would go, okay, Sarah, which one do you want? And Sarah would be like, I want that one. And then Karen would be like, okay, I want this one. It was nice. It was fun, all of us picking these out. Look at that, pretty. This one's printed on shell. So these have like a really beautiful luminescent. That's what I made those earrings out of. These are good. So these would also look good wire wrapped because you've got a nice surface area on them. But for rings, I don't recommend them for rings because the holes in them are kind of tiny. So you definitely want to get, if you're going to make arty rings, you want to get the thicker turquoise, printed turquoise. And on that note, there, it's time for you to hit the road. It's 3:19. I think we're like, do you have any questions on this? Don't forget, Go Beads Go in all capitals to get 20% off your order of 50 or more. And over on jessiejamesbeads.com. So you guys, it's Thursday. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. It's the second part of our leather cuffs. We're going to be doing some, I'm going to show you how to revive them after you've distressed them, and then I'm going to show you how to embellish them. So part 2, we started it on, I think, Monday, right? We did the distressed leather cuffs. Tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. I want to give special thanks to my homies at jessiejamesbeads.com for just like always bringing us unique and beautiful findings and incorporating, helping us incorporate good stuff into our designs. Look at these. So good. I can't wait to wear them this weekend. I might just, maybe this will help me get some inspiration for a costume. You never know, right? Oh, Jessie James Beads says, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. Candy, thank you. This was fun. You guys, it's a big love fest over here. I'm just reading the rest of this. Oh, good. So you guys, keep me posted what you're making with all these. We love it when you post images of your work to our wall and my wall, and just you messaging us photos of your work. Like, we love seeing this stuff come to life out of the package. So use it up. Mad Hatter. I like that idea, Gerald Swanson. Getting me thinking. Getting me thinking. So anyway, thanks for all the well wishes. Thanks always for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Let's make some leather cuffs about it. I love you. Bye-bye.